Stitched together like Frankenstein, his mother's American heart and his father's Swiss mind came together to create the boy whose sutures said it all. Growing up, his mother would run her fingers over the seams where his parts joined together, as if she were reading his bedtime story in Braille. At school, the kids would stare, but they wouldn't say anything, quietly admiring the patchwork gaze that stared back at them. His heart skipped a beat. 20 years on, and useless statues, chipped away by the boy, now a man, are put away in closets at art schools, where he sits in corners at various times of day, hiding his scars from others, running his fingers over his own seams, tapping his pencils on sketchbooks, and humming aloud dreams of music that weave together in his head. He begins collecting vintage records and turntables, and at night he goes to New York City bars underground to spin melodies together, fusing the notes one by 2, 3, 4. The crowd doesn't stare, they dance, and other musicians ask the patchwork boy to join them and create together. His heart skipped a beat. One day, he takes scissors and cuts a stitch near his palm to feel freer, to create through destruction, not preservation. He glues his finger back to his hand and he sighs. He takes the scissors again and begins to destroy his records, one by 2, 3, 4, creating sections like continents that float together to form his world. They are disjointed, inharmonious. So he glues them back together, one by 5, 6, 7, 8. Something new, created through careful carnage. He puts them on the turntable to play, and cacophony swims around him, and he knows he has finally sculpted something new and non-habitual, something to wake himself up. The patchwork boy rushes out of his East Village apartment door to share the sutured sound with the world. His heart skipped a beat. But then, the music wasn't enough. Like a 10,000-piece puzzle nearly complete, all the edges put in place and outlying pieces sorted almost monochromatically, only to realize one stray piece fell off the coffee table at some point, eaten by the fat tabby cat never to be found. There was something missing for the patchwork man. He recalled the failed sculptures he had chipped away at as he examined the lines around his own body, holding himself together. They told a part of the story that the music by itself could not. He began gathering scenes from old Hollywood movies, black and white and glamorous. Like a matchmaker, he paired off each clip with a sonic soundscape, one by 2, 3, 4. Characters in a setting for a news story he was now telling. He split and sampled and cut and glued and pulled and replayed and spun and combined and created something people would be talking about. His heart skipped a beat. Time passed, and the patchwork man grew older, his seams seemingly frayed in the places most played out. his joints coming unglued. He could feel the tick of every second, minute, and hour twitch in each suture. A constant beat, one, by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He had come so far from his patterned past. He had seen the world, and the world had seen him, his work, the pieced together juxtaposition of what he saw and what he heard, so that they could see and hear it too. Now, he faced time in its infinite wholeness, a steady stream passing by, unflinching, seamless. He went to work. 5 years sewn together, end to end, collecting film clips of watches and clocks, and people sensing time passing achingly. Actors playing the roles of our lifetimes, minute by minute. 24 hours glued together, an exhibition of our habitual existence, intended to destroy those very habits. His masterpiece now stitched into conversation of modern art. The din filling his eyes, the patchwork nearly complete. His heart beat on.